Welcome to Support Desk Live, everybody. It is Thursday, and we are live with Live Educational Support Desk. My name is Allie, and I will be your support desk support for today. A couple of quick housekeeping things. We do stream this live to the Facebook group. Hello, Facebook group. And we put this on our YouTube channel afterwards as well. So know that when you come on camera and you ask questions or you share your screen, this is in our public Facebook group and it does go on our public YouTube channel as well. So be aware of that while you're coming in. You can always choose to stay off camera, type in the chat if you want to. It's a great opportunity if you want to come into live support desk and use this as co-working time for your business. Come in, set aside some time for yourself. You can keep the session muted for yourself so that it's not distracting you if it's a distraction sometimes. I've been in support desk sessions where I mute everyone and then take a call and, not while I'm running support, obviously, but when I'm attending a support desk session, I can take business calls, I can do things. And then when I have a question, guess what? I'm right there in the session. There's somebody there to help me, and I can get my question answered so that I can get back to work and get something done, build momentum. Because I tell you, one of the most infuriating things when I'm working on my site or my business in any way, and I have to constantly stop and go searching for something and go looking for something and have to figure something out, it slows you down and takes away so much of your momentum. So I 100% recommend being in an environment where it doesn't have to slow you down. So that's good. And we do have a few people with us live right now. I'm going to go ahead and give you all the ability to unmute and turn on your cameras. I'm giving you this power. Use it wisely. Unmute and start videos so you all can do that. And I see we have some comments in the chat. Hi, Deb. Hi, Ree. Let's see. Oh, Deb's listening. So just thought you'd hang out. I love it, Deb. Hang out and live support. That's what we're here for. Hang out, do some work, do whatever. Hi, Lee. How are you?
Hi, Allie. It's Leah. Nice to meet you.
Leah, sorry. How are you
Sorry.
today?
I'm good, thanks.
Good, good. What are you working on?
Trying to get started, actually. I've
Oh,
been a really long time with Zenler, but I've barely made any progress. So I'm struggling. So I just have a couple questions.
okay. Yeah, lay 'em on me.
Okay. So I understand Canva and everything, basic, but just to get going to build my site, it's been difficult. I've built lead magnets, I've done other stuff, but the site itself, I'm struggling to implement. So what I ended up doing is developing a site with Claude AI. I have the whole draft ready to go, and I wanted to import it into Zenler as my storefront, and then edit from Zenler. Is that a possibility? I couldn't find anywhere in your help, and it's just endless videos about how to bit by bit do everything, and I'm dying. Like, I don't know.
I know. I understand. So I can't. So you want to know if there's a video that shows you how to.
Basically, I have a site built already in Claude AI in draft. Okay, and
Okay.
I'd like to either replicate it and import it to Zenler, but that's step by step with pixel by pixel doing each item on Canva because Zenler is such a set structure.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I'm looking,
So
or I simply redirect it because I have my own
Mhm.
URLs, and then I
Yeah.
simply do the storefront, so sort of front like surface, and then the whole back end would be Zenler with the community and the courses and the payments and
Right. Yeah. So one of the things I did, um, with AI and my site
Mhm.
and Zenler, because the blog drives me crazy. It just does. Okay. And I like to write. So I want to use the blog and I want it to look pretty. So, and Zenler's blog has very specific coding and whatever. And I don't know codes. That's not my thing. This is educational support. This isn't tech support. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? So like I don't have access to the back end of your site. Like there are certain things that the tech team would have to help you with. This is educational support, so I can direct you to where the tutorials are. I work with Zenler, so I can talk you through some of the things that I have done that have worked on my site, right? That I've done, which is the AI thing in the blog. I took the code, I wrote a blog post, just did it regular. And then I went into the blog editor and I took the HTML code and I gave it to chat. And I asked it, I'm like, this is Zenler's blog code, but it's ugly. And I want to make it look pretty with my branding. And here's the stuff I want. And it regenerated the code for me. I pasted it in, and now my blog looks pretty. So that I did for my site on the blog. As far as like working on Zenler is a drag and drop all in one site, right? Where they do have talked about there being templates, and making them more easily shareable. So there's a lot of stuff like getting ready to happen. There are tutorials on how to, make your own template from somebody else's stuff by copying code blocks over to your blocks, right? So have you done any of that kind of thing at all? Do you
So
know what I
I
mean?
could copy the code. That's a good idea. Just simply copy the code. I don't even know how. I mean, obviously I know how to reveal the code, but I don't know how I would drop that into Zenler. That's a
Okay.
good point. I could
Here,
copy code blocks.
yeah, I can. And here, I'm gonna pull up a screen and
Because basically
then
it's been seven
show
months
you.
I'm on Zenler and I'm zero
Um,
progress and I'm dying and I spent all this
I
money
get it.
and I'm obviously
I get it.
it's me. I'm blocking. I'm taking responsibility clearly, but it's a struggle.
Yes, I understand 100%. I really do. There's always, there's a learning curve and everything's changing all the time. I don't know what industry or what your niche is, but if your industry and niche isn't the software and the AI stuff and you're
No,
working
it's
all
not.
day, right, then it's like learning a whole new language just to have your business, which isn't about that language that you have to learn. I get it. I really do. So we definitely want to find ways to help you make that easier and
You know,
not
the
have,
funniest thing I just did today while you're looking for that is
yeah.
I went into the support tab in my site and I wrote this message, help, like, is there anybody like paid consultants who know Zenler that I could hire for like 2 days, help me? And then it came to me. And then the message came to me. So it was actually my support for my site and I laughed my butt off. I was like, oh my God, this is the I have in my calendar literally every week this call, and sometimes either it doesn't happen or I don't know what. I come to Facebook, I'm like, where is the call? Why isn't it live? Anyway, I swear it's like a comedy of errors. So I don't know.
I know. I I laugh at myself doing stuff like that all the time too. So that's hilarious. You messaged your own support. Yes,
I thought I was messaging Zenler support.
I know, and I get it. That is definitely something I would do, 100%. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen so I can show you.
Hi,
Great.
Arini.
Hi.
Yes, hello. Okay, so and sometimes there's a delay seeing the screen, but
Yeah, I
you
see your
should
screen.
be see it now. Okay. So I've got all these weird things to move out of my way. What were we talking about? Code blocks. Okay, so a couple of different things that you could do. So like on a regular page on your site, any let's go to the home page. there are blocks. And so everything in Zenler is built on blocks. And inside the blocks, there's columns, rows, elements, all of that stuff. And right up here, right, you can save a block as a custom template for yourself. So once you have a block formatted and you save it as a custom template, up here at the top, it gives you all the different kinds of blocks that are already pre-templated and formatted for you, right? But you can save your own, if I can see it. I don't know if you can see it down here. I got so much, I don't know why this won't.
I can't hear.
Let's see, it says, does it say custom? I can't tell. It's, there's so much stuff in my way. I haven't saved any, so that's why, because this is a new site. Okay, so if I save this block as a custom template, it'll come up because I haven't saved one yet.
Okay.
So now when we save, so now you'll see at the bottom, you have custom blocks. So
Okay.
that will come up now on every single page you work on. You can go to the custom block section and add that block to your page, any page on your site. Now,
Okay.
the code part, when it comes to copying code, if you've got AI helping you,
Yeah.
I give it this code.
How did you get to that? How did you just open up the code?
Yep, I'm gonna get back there. Hold on. And
Sorry.
sometimes
That was fast. All of a sudden,
I know sometimes it deletes it and does this with it. It's annoying. I'm gonna reload so it doesn't save the deletion. No, it's just slow. Okay. And that's a thing that happens too. It's annoying. But right here, do you see on the right-hand side, you see this little pop out?
yeah.
So when you hover, that's what
Uh-huh.
that is. And this right here, that's the code. When you click that, it opens this. So then we click in here, right click, select all, copy it, right?
Hmm.
Um, Save so it doesn't do anything. But so for example, now if I come down here and then I do this and I delete all of this code. Oops. I didn't mean for it to delete it that much. Okay. Delete the code. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble today. Or like this. Put an empty block on the page. Enter onto the page. I don't know what's happening. I think it's my mouse. I don't know what's happening. Let me
Okay.
close
So, but
this.
that's the strategy basically is to go in,
Yeah, yeah.
cut
I'm
the,
gonna open it. Yeah, it's copy and paste code from a block in Zenler and give it to AI so it understands how Zenler's code blocks are built. And then you can have it make adjustments. Now, I recommend doing this. Like this is a test site. This is a my sandbox site. It's not, I don't have any people in here. I'm not going to have people in here. On your site, if you create yourself a page, but don't publish it, right? Just leave a blank, unpublished page for testing, right? And you can create your templated blocks, custom blocks with AI on that page that's not published, that's not gonna impact your live site. So in case something breaks, that's very important, right? Especially when you're playing with the code and you're doing things like that, you don't want to break it. So you do it on a page like this. So now I can take this and paste in that other code that I had copied and save, and see it pulls in what that block, what was from that block that I pasted in.
Okay, I see.
So it saved it. So that's how you copy and paste the block. And now you save it. The first time you save, it's always going to give you the SEO. So then you have to save. But then when you do a block like that, you save it custom, and then it's here on this list, and you can drop them in. That one looks weird. It's
And can I then also change the main navigation at the top?
Yes, you can adjust the navigation. Yes. It's dynamic. So when you adjust it on this page, it adjusts on every page on your site. Okay.
Okay,
And the settings for that is right here. And then you have your menu. So you can rearrange things. You can add menu items and add the link to that page, you know. You can edit what's there. All right,
okay,
you can change the wording. So I had put live events there, but we could do it in all caps.
okay,
So you can change and you can decide the action, go to link, which page on the site that it's pulling from. Or you could link it. Some people, for example, have a WordPress blog, so they put blog here and that link pulls up their WordPress blog, not their Zenler blog, right? So
okay,
it's your navigation. You can link whatever you want there. So,
okay. And and to repoint DNSs, is well there I couldn't find. I'm sure it's somewhere, but like I have a proper URL and other things that I own. Where do we find the instructions on how to do that?
yes, that's a great question. And hold on, I will find it for you.
I'm sorry,
Um,
I'll let everyone else go. You've been so helpful. This has already like got me 10,000 steps forward compared to what I've been struggling going in a circle. So thank you.
yes, yes, yes. Don't worry. Oh, I'm not on camera. There I am. There I am. Hi,
Yay, thank
Rohit.
you, Allie.
You're welcome. Hi, Rohit. How are you? Um, Hi,
Do we have to
everyone.
do we
Yeah,
have to raise our hand or we
you raise your virtual hand. It's down at the bottom. I'm going to give you all, this is for all of you. I just needed to pull it up and I couldn't do that while I was sharing my screen. Because I want to give you a way to find any answer you need ever from Zenler.
Brilliant.
Because we have a Zenler GPT and we have a Zenler Notebook LM, which you can talk to and ask questions of. And so I will share my screen again so you can see it. And I'm going to pop the links to both of those here for you. So actually, let me do that first. So link one is the GPT, and I will paste it right into the chat. There it is. Oops, I unpasted myself. Oh, it's just one of those days for me, and technology is not being my friend. It's one of those days where I will message my own support and think it's somebody else's support.
Which is what I did, yes.
I know. I would so I'm 100% is one of those days where I will do exactly that and be like, oh, did it copy the link? Copy link. It's not telling me it's copied the link. Copy. Copy. Well, let's try pasting and see if it works. Is that the same? Yep, that's notebook. Okay, good. Okay, so you've got both of the links to those resources, and now I'll share my screen so you can see what they are. These will help you find any answers on Zenler. This is Notebook LM. Your view of Notebook LM isn't going to look like this as a user. This is what the Creator Studio looks like for Notebook LM. And it's a tool from Google. If you come here and go to Google's notebooks, these are Google's notebooks. Like, let's see. Your ultimate guide to buying a home. So basically what it is you add sources, it gives you a description, and then you have a studio, for me, I can create the videos, but they created videos based on their source material, right? So in the Zenler notebook, right? Oop, yeah. In the Zenler notebook, you have all of the support desk videos from YouTube, okay, are all included in here, and some of my support desk digests. I do need to update the notebook. I'll do that today with the new videos, support desk. So basically, it's got my thinking and all of my answers baked in to the notebook for you. So you can ask it questions and it will answer you from the sources only. It does not search the internet. It doesn't search or get the answers from anything other than the sources right here. So and it links to those sources, like even in its description, it links you to the source so that you can see it. And the sources are here, so you can click on them and see what the source is, and you can go to the source as well, right? So um, it's really useful for anyone who's trying to learn Zenler. I did some random videos here for it. But if there's certain things that you kind of would like video overviews of, certain concepts in Zenler, certain ways that maybe the structure works, or if there's things that you want more training on, I can absolutely add that here. This is the GPT. David built this out for all of you. And it's really useful because it will answer your question as well, but it will link you directly to the training. This is more like the index of Zenler training library. Okay, so we have trainings on YouTube, we have them on our site, we have them here, there, and everywhere. So this will direct you to them. So you can ask it, what's the difference between a webinar and a live class or any of those things, and it'll link you to the videos that explain that to you. I hope all of that makes sense. But these are really useful tools for you all. You know, technology is evolving, AI is evolving. Every single day, AI does something new and miraculous and amazing. When I tell you our AI summit was at the end of May, right? While we were planning the AI summit, ChatGPT went from not being able to generate images very well at all, like especially text generation on an image, right? To being able to generate amazing images. It generated this image. Oh, goodness. Right? And the text, everything from a prompt. And it's text generation. It literally overnight was able to create a full, beautiful slide deck. Went from never being able to do anything close to that to just the next day. So advancements are coming fast. And that can feel overwhelming and frustrating when you're trying to learn stuff. But we're staying on top of it for you, and we're doing things like creating these tools and resources for you to help you so that you don't have to feel like you're falling behind, so you don't have to feel like you're missing out, or you need the latest and greatest and whatever. Because I can tell you right now, there are people out there that are running a business with a Google Sheet. Okay. So we don't need all of the stuff we have, but we can leverage it to move a little faster. We can leverage it to save money, having a whole team basically building AI agents or whatever that might look like for you. That's possible now. But at Zenler, if you're just starting out, we have these tools. Use them. Show up to Support Desk Live. I'm here. I'm a real human being. You get to talk to me, right? I'm here for a couple hours every single week. You have direct access to a human being anytime here on Thursday, right?
Allie,
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of time here, but
Oh,
I
okay.
do have a question, and this is great, but I really don't have time for the in-depth education. I'm kind of in a difficult situation with something.
Lay it on me.
Okay. I created a live, and I had done one before, and I was able to I wanted to do monthly on Wednesdays, and it won't let me do that. The last time I had every 2 weeks. Is that the difference?
You want to do it on,
The third Wednesday of the month.
yeah, there's some weird things in the scheduling. We can look at it, but I remember we were going over that before, and it was just a weird, it wouldn't let them do a thing. Let's see. Get out of the way. Nope, that's not what I want to do.
Thanks a lot, Allie. I just wanted to say I appreciate
Oh,
the help. Thank you.
you're very welcome. You're very welcome. And you can feel free to hang out in the room if you want to. Um, we're gonna be here for a while. Let's see. So you want to schedule it on
The third
the
Wednesday
third
of the month.
Wednesday of the month. I go for live classes. So you want recurring,
Yeah.
and
Starting the 15th.
yeah. Repeat monthly. 1 month occurs on, it'll let you pick a specific date.
It gives the
But
date, but the
yeah,
not day of the week.
here, this is how we do it.
How do you do that?
Let's
How did you get there?
right here, because it said occurrence
Yeah,
monthly
but you
before.
put weekly.
I know,
Then-
I know. I'm showing you something.
Okay.
So weekly, I think is what we do, and then we do Wednesday. Repeat every. The problem with repeating like every 3 weeks or whatever is that, sometimes there's 5 weeks in a month, or do you know what I mean? So the occurrences won't be on that exact Wednesday, I don't think, every time.
It's
Let's
got to
see.
be. It's got to be.
No, I understand, and you
Yeah.
can change it. I just mean it's not going to automatically be because of scheduling. You know what I mean? With the way the weeks fall on the month. So you want to watch that, because the third Wednesday of the month, right?
Yes. It won't do it.
Oh, time zone. Right, but you can change it. I'm going to show you how. Hmm. So now
It,
view
um,
occurrences.
Allie,
Yeah,
okay, you're on weekly.
I understand that.
Okay.
I understand that. What am I not doing now? What have I not filled up? Oh, I had it checked on Wednesday. Ugh, let's see. Okay, finally. Okay. Now we go back in and we edit the occurrences to check them and make sure which dates they're actually falling on and adjust them when they miss the mark because there's extra weeks. Um, view occurrences. Okay, so see, um, oh, and how many occurrences do we want?
Endless.
Yeah, well, it's not
30.
endless, correct. Yeah. So duration 30 minutes. So this one's on the 5th. So you'd go in here and you just change it and edit the date.
So you have to manually change it.
Yeah.
I'm
But
sorry. So you go into occurrences.
yes. So, okay. So we'll start from the beginning. Okay. When you're setting it up for the for recurrences on specific dates, you're gonna get
You
a
mean on a specific day?
occurrences for specific days. Right. When you do that, because how weeks are in a month, it doesn't let you do third week of the month. That would be too convenient. No, it's just going to count weeks between, right? So instead of choosing monthly when you want it every 3 weeks or every third week of the month, you choose weekly occurrences, but you choose those weekly occurrences to happen every 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Do you know what I mean? Every 4 weeks. So it's not actually occurring weekly, but in order to get that occurrence to appear on a day of the week specifically, that's how you have to set it up.
Okay.
Does that make sense so far? Hopefully, I'm explaining it the right way so
No,
that
you
it
got
makes
it,
sense.
Allie. That's
Okay.
very good. Now,
Okay. So
okay,
then you go in and adjust the times. Once you do that, though, it is a pain in the butt, but once you do it, it's done once and you have your 30 occurrences and you won't have to do it again.
so I have to manually do 29 occurrences.
Maybe, maybe not. Once you set them up, I wouldn't do 3 weeks. I'd do 4 weeks to appear on the fourth week. That would make the August one. Yeah, August, it puts it at the second week of August that time instead of the third one in August. So, but you might randomly have a few that actually land on the
Okay,
right day.
here's another thing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I had to get this out very quickly, and I sent out what it is, and I've got zillions of people registered, which is great for this cafe I'm doing. But can I just say to them that they have to register every time?
What do you,
Because when I went to it, when I tried to change it to from it's now on, single occurrence. When I tried to change it, it said that if you upgrade, I would lose everybody that's registered. Yes?
oh, I don't, it said it gave you that message when you were trying to change it here.
Yeah. If you go to, say you're on a singles, Yeah, I was on
Yeah,
single. And then I tried to change it to recurring and this little note
yeah,
there,
there it is right there. Yeah.
right there. So shall I just tell them they have to register every month? Is that another
Um,
workaround?
no, I wouldn't do that. That would be a lot of extra work for them. I wouldn't do that.
Well, it's just one click. It takes
Every single week,
no
every week,
month.
or every month. Yeah, every month they have to remember every
No,
month.
I would remind them.
Right. So you have to remind them every month rather than just changing it to recurring session.
Yeah.
So change it to a
Okay,
recurring
but
session because
what do I do about losing the people that have already registered? Shall I just start this next month?
just re-register them for it. You can go into your people if you know who they are. How many of them are there? Are there a lot?
There's probably about 30.
Yeah, so those 30 people just go and subscribe them to that thing. You can do that.
Show me. Well, you
Uh,
don't have.
I don't have people in this site. You
Okay,
would go to you would go to people and then you would find those 30 people. And
under how they
you
registered.
could, yeah, you could find, well, if their registration got removed, I don't know that it would show that filter. You have to know who the people are, and then you would go into that. Oh, I don't even have me on here. Um, you would go into their thing and just say subscribe to funnel. Let me see. I gotta see if I can find I can add a person.
I think the easiest way for me would be to do my one next week and then say that due to my error, I'm going to have to ask them to register again, and then I will set up the reoccurring.
Yeah, and that's fine too, if that would be easier. That way you don't have to go through this whole process. But there is a way to manually register people. Obviously, we don't want to do that to a lot of people because that's not sustainable, right? We can't just manually be registering, hundreds of people once we really get going, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's definitely a better option.
Okay, so basically, what I'm going to do for the future is do reoccurring and do it on a weekly basis, and then go adjust and then manually adjust them under reoccurring. Got
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
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 Okay,
I think that works.
great. Thank you so much. This is a
You're
tremendous
you're
help, Allie.
you're very
Okay.
welcome. Good luck.
Okay. I'm going to step out. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. All right. How's everybody else doing? I'm just adding the student in here just so that next time somebody has a question about something, there's a person in this site. I don't need any of that, I don't think. And see here, you can actually, if you create the student, you can actually assign them to different things here when you're creating them. But let's see, was I able to add? Am I missing information? Okay, so now that the person's added, when you have a student, you can go in and edit them, and then you can subscribe them to things that they're not subscribed to. So you can go in and enroll them. If it's alive, whatever's there, you can subscribe them to it. And then they'll be registered just like that. So that is how that works. Okay. And stop sharing and come back. And yes, I see Ruby, you have your hand up.
Hi, good morning from my side in Colorado.
Good morning from Colorado. Yay.
Um, I had a student who I'm mentoring at the moment, so she was kind of like my guinea pig on one of the courses that I did, and she said that she was able to bypass certain things and complete the course without having to like she was able to skip things without
Mm-hmm.
completing the one segments or lessons. And I know I put all of them as mandatory, and I did all of that. I was under the impression that they cannot proceed until they finish that specific lesson.
If you
Um,
have here, I'll share my screen. There are ways to bypass it for sure. I mean, it's not this isn't security clearance stuff, you know what I mean? It just doesn't, it's not gonna, let's see. Oh, I don't have any courses in here. What do I want to show you? Um, yeah, I mean it.
it's a little disturbing for me because stuff I'm teaching, they're obviously getting their certifications on it, and it's obviously the school's reputation, my academy's reputation. So it's like I want to make sure these people
Okay.
know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. Yep,
mean, I
let's
even got
see.
the quizzes in and everything.
I mean, I don't think these aren't I don't know if those are set up as that. These aren't set as compulsory. Because, like, see, if I just keep doing that, it marks the lesson complete and I never have to complete it. Now, these are not set as compulsory, so that, could very well be why. So you have to make sure each lesson is
Yeah,
finished, set to that.
that's how I have it set and
Yeah,
have it as mandatory.
okay. Well, here's what I would do then. If you have that box checked for every lesson and that's not the case, somebody's told you that they were able to complete something without completing it.
Yeah,
What was it exactly that they said they were able to complete? What was it? Was it a video? Was it like what was it?
they were just able to skip the lesson into the next one and stuff like that.
Well, then I would double, and you're sure that you've double checked that you
Oh
have it
yeah,
set.
I'm
Okay, well,
that. Yeah,
okay, message, if she was able just to click next, 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 next. Um, here's the thing. Here's a couple things I'd want to know. Does her course say that it's complete, like this one, right?
yes. I even got the message.
It's telling, okay, so it's telling,
I even got the message.
and she didn't do any of the lessons. She didn't
She
watch
did
it
some of the lessons. She fast forwarded, but she was able to even skip lessons and go straight to the end.
without
So
going through the lesson, though. Are you sure?
yeah, without
Because
completing all the lessons, and then she went back to complete it. To out of her own dignity, she did that. Um,
okay, well, I don't know because here's how I'm thinking about it, right? Like when I
yeah,
come into this course, right? And I go into a lesson,
yeah,
this is a tour, this is a video, right?
yeah,
So it it I can watch it. I can be watching the video and and like fast forward or whatever.
yeah. She did some of that on some of the other
You
ones,
right.
but not
They
in. Yeah,
if it's set as compulsory and you go click here like this and open up a different section, it'll say
yeah,
it's locked. It'll say it's locked because you didn't finish this one. You can't just click and go over. Right now, if she was on the video, right? If she was in the lesson and
yeah.
then she hit next, right? If she was watching the video and hit next,
Yeah.
it will take her to the next lesson, even if she didn't finish completely the one above it. She can't come over here to the side panel and click to a lesson she
Maybe that's
hasn't
what she
done.
did.
So if she's in a lesson and she's watched it or she's done it, clicking next will open up the next section, right?
Gotcha.
But if it's compulsory, she can't just scroll through and skip and go to here, right? If she can do that and you have it set as compulsory, then that's something that needs to be screen recorded, that's happening. And it needs to
Okay.
be sent to support@zenler.com because there's
Okay.
something happening if it's allowing her with that
Yeah.
to get there, because it should say lock. There'd be a lock here. Okay. So I would definitely
She's
find out.
probably fast forwarding through, and I'll double check that with her.
Right. Because if she's clicked this
Okay.
button, then she will get the next lesson. But she shouldn't be able to just randomly click through lessons unless she's completed the whole course. Anybody who's completed it all will be able to click
Yeah.
around and do whatever. But if she hasn't,
Oh no,
then
I mean, if she's just said next to each one and skipped straight to the end, that's without even clicking on a video. Is that possible, or does it, or you mean like clicking next when she's in each of the each of
she,
the segments?
right. She shouldn't, um, yeah, she shouldn't be able to if she hasn't watched it. If she has to have at least started it in order to click the thing. If you click
Okay.
it, it shouldn't. There are
Yeah,
definitely tests.
yeah.
I would definitely ask some more questions of her, and then I would certainly send a message to support. Double check your settings, to make
Yeah,
sure you have those
yeah.
boxes checked. But yeah, and talk to support. I would find out um what that is, because the other part is if it's a certificate, you have a quiz, right?
Right.
They have to pass it. They have to
Yeah.
pass it. So, I mean, and the fact is, they have to pass that quiz and they're doing it at home in their own room on a computer where they could literally just be reading the answers and putting them in. Do you know what I mean? So even though they
Yeah.
might be able to skip around or bypass some of the you must complete this to move on stuff,
Yeah.
I don't think it impacts the credibility of it as long as as long as they have to pass the test regardless, right? Everybody's test. So
Okay.
if they can pass the test, then they pass the test. Hopefully they pass the test because they know the material and not because they cheated. But
Right.
but you still want to know that things are working the way that they're supposed to. It's your business and your customers and
Yeah.
clients. So you should certainly make sure that things are working the way they should be. It's
Right.
definitely good to have, but I wouldn't put as much weight on reputation if they can do that, because people are always going to find ways to scam this. There's always going to be cheaters. Always. You can never prevent
Right.
it's almost impossible to prevent it, right?
No, especially the way
So
technology is. It's
exactly,
so
exactly.
here's the thing. She didn't get her certificate, which I saw that I had set it up for her to get it. Even when I see the thing that she had completed it, is there a reason why she wouldn't have gotten her certificate?
I don't know.
So where there for the courses, and if you put like for it, it sends out a certification.
Right.
Um,
Hmm.
that's another thing she did not get it because that's supposed to feed that the minute she completes. And on the
Um,
platform, it shows me, oh, student so and so completed. And I text her just now while we were on the phone, and she just said she never got she. And I told her look in spam, look in all of this, and
And
10 minutes
logged
later,
into
she.
it. I don't know if it might be in her account on the Zenler site too,
Um,
because you have like if you have certificates,
Okay.
Um, enabled, they should be able to write from in Zenler. They should be
Yes.
able to pull it up and download it. You know what I mean? So
Oh, so it's not sent to them? Is
I
that what
don't
you're saying?
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see. Um, I can't spell. Do certificates automatically get sent to students? Let's see what the GPT says.
Hmm.
See, and it even tells you the GPT that David created, it's letting you know it's only checking Zenler sources. Couldn't verify. Approved video index does list these certificate sources, overview, custom certificates, upload a course list. So this one is on, I'll pop this link into, uh, oh, whose voice is that? Who is that? This is an old video. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we can't hear it. You can though.
I know, that's crazy, the voice. Anyway, so I'm gonna put this link in the chat for you. I'm like, wow, whose voice is that? Um, okay, I'm cracking up at myself. Okay,
And
so that has got for certificates, because that's a good question we should figure out. Because is your program an accredited program or it's
yeah,
okay? So yeah. Well, we have that. And I'm gonna make a note too. I will because I'll ask the team too if they
okay.
know more about that. Like I don't know if there's an email that goes out.
I don't know if it has
It
to be part of the drip
I
or what do you call it?
yeah,
The
the automations. Um because I think it comes up in here. I think in their
I
student
mean,
in
I know
their
when I clicked
dashboard.
on the thing, like if I choose a course, then it asks you if you want to do if this is if you're gonna do a cert if it's gonna be like certified or like a certificate, and then you choose there which certificate and stuff like that. So I assumed in that setting, I just can't remember if that was in there, if that question was in
Yeah.
of sending it to email. But yeah, okay, no, I'll play around a bit more and I'll have her check as well in her account to see if she can actually download, if
Yeah,
she
if it
sees
pops
something
up
there to
there
download.
somewhere in the
Yeah,
student. Yeah,
yeah,
because
I'll have her look at that.
yeah, I'd be interested to figure that out too. I haven't used certificates personally. So it's
Yeah,
not something I'm as familiar with,
right.
b- as far as using. And sometimes, yeah, there
Yeah.
doesn't appear to be.
So just with the quizzes though, I have this quick question.
Yeah.
And I feel sometimes really stupid because I was trying to figure this out. So say for example, there is say 13, 10 or 13 questions, but I'm trying to tell it, listen, they need to get at least 80% to be able to pass. Um, I remember sampling it and I did obviously all the answers right because I created it. Um, And at the end, instead of it saying you got 100%, it said 80%. So my thing is, because you put it on the side, there's like a thing where you could put the settings for the actual quiz. You could do it for the whole quiz, and you could do it per question, and so on. My question is, should I be putting there 80%, or should I just leave it as 100% to make sure um that they get it? I don't know if I'm making sense with my question.
I know. I don't know. Because if you change that, then they have to get 100% to pass to get the certificate.
And I don't mind that because it's not that difficult. And yeah, it's not that difficult, but I want them not to just tick off anything and see that they can go through.
Yeah.
It's still important. So, I mean, I give them 100 tries. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
at least they're learning it. At least they're learning it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I mean, yeah, that's a decision that for you to make. You can do that, you know?
I just don't know how to make a setting of saying they need a minimum of this in order to pass the test. Um, and it kind of seems very simple the way it's laid out, how you put it. But when I put in, okay, 80%, it said something like passing, pass to pass. It's something like passing rate, so, or passing, in order to continue, basically. I put
Yeah.
80. And then when I did the test to sample it, it showed me, and it was all right. It showed me 80%. So I'm like, okay, I got to figure that one out. All right, I'll play around a bit more and see.
Play with it because you don't like it can be because what will happen is like there'll be one question that somebody just can't get right for whatever reason, and they're going to
Yeah,
keep not get the certificate, and it's really going to annoy them. Well,
yeah,
so I mean, I would think about the yes, we all want to be like my ego. I got 100% instead of the 80%. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, as long most people, like for me, if I have to take a test, I really don't care. I just want to pass the thing and move on with my life.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care, you know?
I just got to
So
see how to put the setting in there that it does it right, because that's the problem. I don't mind it that they don't get 100. I'm just I'm trying to figure out how it will look correctly, by putting in the right, yeah, it's hard to explain without you,
to get well, you
yeah,
want them to get their
without
correct,
seeing it.
right? You want them to get their
At
correct
least
score.
80%. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but that's what it's doing. So basically, it sounds like what it's doing is it's telling you, it's just giving you you passed. Like I was a licensed insurance producer in the state of Illinois. That's a very hard test. Okay, that's a hard test. Most people fail it the first time. I know
yeah.
many that did. It cost a couple $100 to take it.
Mm.
So I did not want to take this test twice. Literally didn't sleep and studied my butt off for this test. And I was so mad because all I got was a pass fail at the end. Like, right? Pass, you passed. It didn't
Yeah.
tell me my score, it didn't tell me anything. I was
Oh
infuriated. I was like,
no.
I want my score.
Right,
They
right,
just said,
right.
You pass, you can get your license. That's all I got. I mean, we celebrated anyway or
Of
whatever. And I just
course.
said, yes, I got 100% because both of the ladies, my dear friends, are licensed insurance producers, and they failed the first, and they're brilliant women, like just some of the
Yeah.
smartest women. And they failed the test the first time they took it and had to retake it. I did not fail. So I just tell them I got 100%. I just tell them I got 100%. So some accreditation places only do a pass fail. They don't even give you a score. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So that is a thing for some places as well. It's annoying, but I just thought I'd
Yeah.
just food for thought because some
No,
places don't even give you the
absolutely.
score, and it is annoying because
Right.
I want my score.
Right.
I studied so hard for that test.
Well, no, thank you
So
so much.
you're very welcome.
We'll play around a bit more and see how I can sort that out.
Yeah. And I'll check on some things too with the team on that, Ruby. So, come back and see us again and we'll figure it out.
Figure it. All right, awesome.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You're very welcome. Hi, Maggie. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever.
I know it's busy
Uh,
summer, busy summer. And
busy
Hmm?
summer.
I lived in Illinois for 34 years, just moved from there.
Oh,
So,
did you? I did. I lived there a lot of years in
yeah,
Chicago. Yeah.
yep. I have a question. I do a
Okay.
blog each week, and when I add the image, it takes it fine, but they're huge. Is there a way to make them
I know.
smaller?
I know. You kind of can, but it's wonky. Here, I'll share my screen.
Oh, really?
You can make them smaller, but it doesn't, I don't like the way it looks when you make them smaller personally.
Oh, okay.
My personal preference is that it stays
Oh, you don't, okay.
big. Let's see. Site,
I may have to do that.
blog, enable blog.
Because I know in the newsletter, I figured out how to make like my picture at the very bottom of the newsletter smaller. Um, or if I'm using like two pictures in the newsletter,
Hmm.
but in the blog, it's just like, whoa.
I know. So let's see. Okay, image.
Oh, and one other thing. I
Oh,
was working on my blog post a couple days ago, and I got up to go do some things, came back, and it was gone. You have to literally update. Is there a reason they don't just update like some of the other things or save?
like, I'm sorry, but I was
Well, like in the
distracted.
news, like when I do my newsletter, it saves the type. And so, and then at the bottom it'll say, oh, I forget what it says, but something saved. There's not even a save button. And then you could send a test uh, email to yourself. But for the blog posts, this has happened more than once where I'll maybe go to a different tab. Maybe I'm doing some research for something and I come back and I didn't update and then it's just gone. And I just wondered why.
The blog post, you mean that you were working on?
Yeah, it was gone. So I just started
Yeah,
all,
no, the blog post does not, it doesn't automatic. You have to save it.
wow.
Um, like I've got it in here now. Now if I update and I have to, it's annoying. Let me go back to the post. It's so annoying. But like now it's there. So if I
Mhm.
go away and something happens and it refreshes, that will still be there because I've at least saved the work that's in there. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. I
Um,
just have to
and
make it.
right here is, see this little thing on the
Where are
corner, the
you?
blue square
Oh, blue
on
square.
on the
Okay.
image.
Uh-huh. Oh, dragging
All
it?
right, that's how I've done it before. If I can find the right corner.
Oh.
There we go. And the square comes, and then you can do this and drag it, right? But the problem is, like, then it stays over to the side, right?
Right.
It
And you
won't,
can't
you
type
can't move it to the middle. So I prefer it just the way it loads it in. I just leave it because
it.
otherwise it looks weird to me. But yeah,
Right.
you can highlight them and just make them smaller like this.
Okay. But it doesn't allow you to type to the side or something. Like I had made
Yeah, I
a
know. Yeah, you can do it if you no, not I mean, there's obviously you can do some stuff and maybe with some, I don't know. Let's see. No, because table is too. Yeah, I'm not really good at like formatting and layouts and I don't mess around and take time to do that kind of stuff because it's annoying. And in the end, at the end of the day, me spending an hour trying to get my images to line up exactly the way I want them to on a blog instead of being full size just is not worth my energy. It just isn't. For me, I'm definitely not, I can't. It's too much for me. My brain will explode. So I leave them full size.
Okay.
I
I
will
just
obsess over things. But if you want yours to look a certain way, then maybe use
yeah, I don't want to stress about it. So
yeah, but if you want to, there's probably some things you could do with the code, but I don't think that you like that kind of thing, Maggie. Like I will put like sometimes that's what I do with my blogs. I write the blog post and put in what I want in it. Then I copy the code and I give it to ChatGTP and I tell it, make this look way more me, my brand. It knows it's programmed to do my thing for me. So I just make the blog post and then in Zenler, copy its code because Zenler has a weird blog code. It won't just, I can't just get code and then paste it in. I have to give it Zenler-specific code. Then it edits it the way I want it. And then I paste it back in and it looks how I want it to look. You know what I mean? So that's what I do with ChatGTP for my blogs. And it works. But again, it's one of those things where we tell people all the time, and David is very clear on this. If you break something because you're using the code, that we don't support that, meaning like we're not gonna fix it for you or whatever. Or if you break the site, it's not likely to happen, but if you did, Zenler could charge you for that. They could make you pay to fix it because it's not supported for the code.
yeah,
That
I will.
sounds scary, but the reason we tell you is because, somebody could be messing around with the code and break their site. It's not likely if you're just updating a blog and trying to make it look prettier that that's something that's going to happen. But you do have 3 Zenler sites with a pro account. So if you were to take one of your sites, which is like what I've done here, this is the sandbox site. So it's not a live site that customers go on or that I would use for that in any way. So I can do things like test out ChatGTP doing code for a blog post on this site. I can test out creating AI created landing pages and marketing funnels. I can copy the code of the ones that are there, give it to AI, ask AI to do something with it, put it in, test it out in this closed environment that customers never come to this site to register. They don't come here to read blogs. It's not advertised anywhere. This is literally just a junk sandbox for me to test things and play around with things to see if they work before I put them on a live site. So if you're doing that, then you would have nothing to worry about. Then I say play and have fun with whatever you want.
Okay. No, they don't have to worry about me because that's not something I'd even consider. I'll just leave them big.
Yeah.
I'll just leave them big. So no, I just thought might be a simple way that I'd miss.
Yeah, you wish. I know, I wish too, but maybe someday, Maggie. And if that someday arrives, don't you worry. I'm going to be shouting out for Maggie. Maggie, guess what?
I appreciate it, Allie. Thanks.
You are very welcome. Okay, stop sharing screen and come back. Hello, Anu, am I saying your name correctly?
Yes, you are.
Oh,
I'm going to put
yay.
myself on with you.
Hello.
Hi. Hi. I just found this group. I think I signed up and I got an email. I'm so excited because I've been looking for support. I'm new to New Zenler
Okay,
and
yay.
and our site, I actually supported it to our last cohort. And there are certain issues that I've been emailing the support, and it's been really good. I've been talking to chat on support, which has been really good. The couple of issues that we've been seeing that just showed up was I wanted a, there are two questions. My first question is, we set up the automation for on registration and then reminders. So the sequence was set up. But for the last cohort, last webinar, a couple of registrants told us that they didn't receive the email. So I tested it out myself and I didn't receive the registration email, though it was set to send the email right before the actual class started. And then I
When was
found,
this? There was an issue. There was
I
an
see.
issue.
That was,
And I
I
believe
think,
it's fixed, so I want to make
six,
sure
7/6.
on the 6th. Okay, let me check the date of that fix for you because there was an issue. So, but
Ah, I see. That could be it.
I believe the team fixed it already. I'm checking the team chat.
Where would we find the list of issues and when they're fixed? If there's a site,
Oh
then
yeah, that's not, this is not that, but that would be good to know. And I've actually, somebody else asked me that and I meant to find, where's my pen? I write it down. The roadmap and all of that stuff.
it's awesome.
So I will make sure to figure out where that's at. I know we have one somewhere. I'm just checking. Let's see. It was support bridge. Let's see. Um, yeah. So I will double check with the team, but I believe they did identify an issue with the thing. I
Okay.
can't find it. I don't want to spend too much time trying to look in there
But
for
but I
the
actually
date, but
sent myself a test email and that worked. But
okay.
so the test email worked, and then I found a global setting under settings. So you
Mhm.
set it up, and it says it sends out automatic emails by default. And my question was, how will they play? Do they play well with each other, the settings and the automation, or does one override the other?
Oh, that's a good question. So so which part of Zenler were you? So globally under site settings, you mean? Here, I'll go on,
Yes,
I'll share.
correct. Right.
Okay,
Site settings.
so let's see. So site and which setting are you talking about globally?
So it is the under emails.
Um,
You
up
click on
here,
email
email
right here on
broadcast,
no on the bottom, the next to GDPR, that line. There are emails right there, right?
GDPR.
So
Oh,
down under,
emails. Okay.
yeah, I'm sorry, my accent is a little funky.
Yeah, no. I was reading not emails. Anyway, it wasn't your
So
accent, it was my vision.
so um so that
System
one,
generated. Okay, so this is a
correct.
system generated welcome email for course and site signups. Um, that's just an automatic welcome email that everybody gets.
I
So
see. I
that
see.
has
I see.
nothing to, so when you're talking about automation
Uh-huh.
from a webinar or a class,
Correct. Correct.
those are separate. That's not the same thing at all. Not the same
Okay.
thing at all. So they're
Okay.
totally separate things. These,
Okay.
you have to set these emails up for
Got it.
them to get reminders and get the link to the live class. The site settings, the global welcome email, that is not have anything to do with it. Yeah. That's just so that
Okay,
like
so I
when
can
somebody
turn that off.
registers on your site, like if you have a community on your site and they register for it, or
Yeah.
they sign up or they sign up in a on your site without it
Mm-hmm.
being for something specific like a webinar or they just joined a course or
Oh, I
whatever,
see what you
right?
mean.
They get like
I see.
that's just a system email. So that doesn't
I see,
impact
I
the
see, I
different
see.
areas. Each like courses, marketing funnels, the live webinars and stuff, each have their own automated funnels that you have to turn on for them.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
You're
And
very welcome.
can I ask another question? I have one more question to ask.
Yes, yes.
So we're trying to figure out where the registrations come in. So one is set some kind of a tag to ensure, like, suppose they came in from LinkedIn or they came in from Facebook or some other organic, they came in some other way organically, like they actually went to the site and clicked it. So we want to kind of discern or differentiate the path
Mm-hmm.
to find out which path is most lucrative for us. So how would, do you have any tips to go about that?
Do you have, so on your Zenler site, do you have Google Analytics and Google setup for your site?
I'm not sure. Would you mind just showing me where that would be so that I can check? I'm just taking it over for somebody else, so I have like probably a week to come up
That's
to speed.
something like Google, like that's not a Zenler thing, it's Google thing,
Okay,
right? Like,
okay.
have you
Do
done
I
your
need a,
site map?
yes, we have a sitemap. So do I
Okay.
need to have a plugin there or?
I don't know. I don't know how to tell you what you should do.
No, I'll look it up. So you say Google
I
Wouldn't
want
that be
Analytics.
under integration?
there it could be under.
So do I set up a new funnel and then add tags, or do I have
You
to?
don't, well, how would the tag work? How do you envision it working? Because if someone comes in, right, they've clicked your link from somewhere, the Zenler isn't tracking where they came from
Yeah,
specifically. Like, I mean, they're not, it's not that kind of analytics you get from Zenler. So yeah,
got it. Got it.
you have to hook up Google
Okay.
Analytics to your site. And
Okay.
I believe, actually, you know what? I
Okay.
might be able to show you how to do that actually. Oh,
That's awesome. I mean, just pointers, and I'll go read up on it and then, try it out. And I like the idea of a sandbox because I'm trying to edit a page to add the location, a drop down, and I don't want to do it live. So I
no.
created a dummy page. I'm just like, I don't want to pull down our active site.
Yes, listen, I big fan of that. Always play in a sandbox site. Like, don't put it on the real page or the real thing. Let's see. Google Analytics. Hmm. Let's see if it gives me something. I'm asking David's GPT
Ah, okay.
to see what it gives me here because he's done tons of videos on this.
Ah, gotcha.
And it's like, and I haven't done it in a while. I don't have it on my site right now because I'm not doing that yet. And I was on medical sabbatical for over a year. So,
Oh,
and things change. Google, everything changes so much. I don't know how to tell you how to do that. Plus, I had head injuries, so I don't remember everything.
oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
I'm
Thank
glad you're
you.
doing better. I'm so happy that I
Uh,
could, talk to you.
yes, thank you. I am doing much, much better. That's for
It's
sure.
awesome.
Was a long recovery road. And we actually, it's so interesting. We've had so many really great members of the Zenler community who have also had head trauma and brain injuries.
Wow.
And we talk about that. Like I remember the stuff. There's just like roadblocks. It takes me a while to remember things sometimes, but it's just very interesting that the community really was like very understanding about it about it.
You're
And they also
amazing.
struggle with it too, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Their memory and all of that. So, I mean, women, we already remember everything already anyway, right?
Well, it's my age is getting to me, so I'm
Yeah,
getting there.
I listen, my birthday's in a couple days. What's today? Today's the ninth.
Wow.
2 days
Happy
is my
early
birthday.
birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
early
Thank
birthday.
you. I'll be 53.
Oh my God, you don't look it.
Well, there is a little bit of filter on this video, I ain't gonna lie, but thank you.
I'm a lot older, so I know. Been there.
Yeah. Let's see, global includes. Okay, good. Video site settings, Google. Okay, good. There are some YouTube, there are videos on this, so I'm going to
Okay.
send that. I knew I could count on David
That's
to
awesome.
have information about Google Analytics because he's like the analytics guy for sure. Here, I'm gonna put this in the
So do we specify the tag, or we could use this to specify a tag, right?
well, when it comes to the tags,
Mm-hmm.
I don't for where they came from, I don't know how that like I would really have to think how you would do that, how that would work. Because I don't know that I don't know that really you would need to tag them. If you have the analytics,
Got it. So it will
you
automatically
would
be
just
unique.
know. You would just
Got it.
know, I get this much from LinkedIn. I get this much from Facebook. This is how many people click the Facebook link. This is how many people click it from LinkedIn. So it gives
Mm-hmm.
you that. The system, the Zenler system, automatically tags users when they register. So like you can go to your list of people that are
Mm-hmm.
registered on your site and you can filter by tags that the system automatically gives them.
Got it.
You can filter for everybody who registered for XYZ event. So you don't have
Mm-hmm.
to you don't have to add a tag for that event because the event natively adds that tag for them. Same
Awesome.
thing when they when they enroll in a course, they get a tag for that. When they subscribe to a funnel somewhere, they get a tag for that funnel. So the system natively tags everybody for you in that way in Zenler. As far as tagging the people where they came from
Mm-hmm.
in the system, I'm not sure what the use case, I don't know what the use case would be that you would need that information outside
So,
of knowing the analytics of
okay,
this
got
is
it.
how much I get from LinkedIn, like the specific tag for the specific person.
I
I
think
don't know how useful that would be.
I think this we're definitely going to try this out. So if this works out, all we need to know is how many came from which site, and how many clicks, whether how many got converted, or basically before even the conversion is how many people registered, right? If it's a free webinar, where did we make the most impact? That's what we want to get first.
Yeah. Where did you have? Yeah. I mean, definitely analytics are going to give you a lot of that.
Gotcha.
It's going to tell you how many people clicked from LinkedIn. It's going to give you that. How many people clicked from Facebook. It's going to give you that. As far as in the system, like for the specific, so it's going to give you how many people, the numbers, the percentages, blah, blah, blah. But as far as in the system, tagging,
So
you
for
could also
example,
do a filter or a survey, I
correct.
mean,
That's what I
a
was thinking.
survey
Right.
that asks people too at the end of a webinar, like
That's awesome.
where they found how they came to you.
That's a great
Also,
idea.
yeah, and that way it engages them in a conversation as well. You have the analytics already. If
Right.
once you do that, you'll know 100 people clicked from LinkedIn, 75 from Facebook. You'll have those numbers, but
That's
then you
awesome.
can engage with the individual attendees through survey. And actually David did a training on that, surveys and quiz funnels, right? Like
Okay.
you could use a quiz funnel for a survey, or,
Yes, yes. Well,
like make
I've
it a
done that.
survey.
I did the final quiz and I have the survey. So I know when people say I did it, I'm like, no, your
You
name doesn't show up. You're missing.
d-
I'm sorry.
I know, I see it in the back
Exactly. And I know
end.
exactly how much they scored because I created the quiz too, so
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, so
yeah.
there's one link. I put one link to a YouTube video in
Um,
there. That one is Google Analytics. This one's Global Includes
it's on the chat, right? I'm gonna
from
copy that.
David as well. Yeah, and I'm gonna put this other one in the chat as well for you. Okay, there's that one. And let's see, did it give me anything else? That was one, two. Yeah, so it gave me those two. And David's GPT. Now, were you here when I put the GPT in the chat earlier?
I don't think so. I just joined. I just saw and I'm
Yes,
in
you did.
California,
Okay.
so I just started my morning and I was so excited. I'm like, I'm not gonna miss this. So
Oh,
I
that's
just joined.
awesome. That's awesome. So I'll share my screen with you and show you. I went over this a little bit ago with everybody else, but we have at Zenler oh, there it is. I'm like, where's my screen? Where's my window? We have created some resources for you to
Uh-huh.
help you when it comes to your learning with Zenler, like when we're not live.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with Notebook LM, but it's a tool from Google. It's an AI tool from Google, and this is a notebook
Okay.
that I created.
Oh
All
wow.
of the source
Okay.
material in this notebook come from support desk sessions. These sessions right here that are recorded, and
Uh-huh.
I've been back doing these sessions since November every week.
Oh,
So
awesome.
every one of those gets added to this. So you basically can type in the chat window here and ask
Uh-huh.
questions, and it will answer you based on like how I answer people, because it's all me
Oh, that's
answering
awesome.
questions,
So
so
is
it
there
knows how I answer questions.
what is
And
the
so yes,
link
there is
for
a
that?
link. So I'm gonna give it to you.
Thank you.
This is the notebook,
I'm so
and
excited.
I will pop it into the chat for you. So this one's the notebook, so you
Thank
can
you.
talk to it. And then
It's awesome.
David created this really awesome GPT, and you can also ask it questions, and it will link you to any
So
of the Zenler trainings. So acts like a library index. So because we do have a vast library of training on the Zenler tutorial site, we have it on the YouTube channel. So we have content everywhere. This GPT will find that content for you and link it to you, right? So if you want
do
to
I need
know anything
authentication
about a
to use?
webinar,
Mm-hmm.
no, this is a free GPT. You just open it, you just click on it and
Okay,
start typing.
got it. Perfect.
Obviously, if you have there's a version for paid or free. Do you know what I mean? Like if you have a
Yeah, yeah,
free account versus a paid account. And
yeah.
David also I can find for you if you're interested, he did a site audit, a Zenler audit GPT. So you can plug in your site, it'll
Wow.
ask you questions, and then it will audit your site and tell you the things for your SEO that will improve your site.
That would be amazing if you have that.
Mm, Yes, I'm going to find it, because that's a really great tool. I think I'm going to put together, are you you're,
Yeah.
are you, in the Accelerator program?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I just signed up for something, but I'm not sure how I came up to this, but I'm so happy I did. But if I could be included in that, that would be awesome.
Um, but the Accelerator program, we meet on Tuesdays.
At what time?
Um, Tuesdays at noon Eastern time or
Eastern.
5 p.m. BST, British Summer Time. So it would
So what?
be like around now, like we're about 30 minutes into what would be a Tuesday session right now if it were Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So it would have started about 30 minutes ago.
Okay, that's
It's
fine too.
12:30. It's 12:30 here now, so noon my time is when Accelerator starts. And it's a very specific program.
Mm-hmm.
That is oh, I'm all in the dashboard. Okay. Are you in the Zenler community on the tutorial site?
I think I am. I think I signed up for that. I signed up for everything I could find, and I watched because this is a complex. It is wonderful. I mean, I picked. It's very intuitive, which is great, but there are nuances that I need help with.
Yeah,
So
I absolutely understand. It's a lot.
yes.
And as I was just speaking with Leah was in here and the same thing. It was your industry, your niche, the thing that you're an expert in is not websites and AI and
Exactly.
course funnels. And you don't know that stuff. Like I live this stuff every day. It's what I do. That is my niche or industry. But for you, you have a whole host of expertise that you have to stay on top of that has nothing to do
Yeah.
with websites and AI and funnels and all this stuff. So absolutely, I understand that it's like having to learn a whole new language just to serve your own clients with the expertise you
Yeah.
have. You know, it's very wild. So did I put that link in the chat of the community link? Yes. Okay. So
I'm gonna check.
this is the tutorial site community. And like right here, I have this is this is talks about the accelerator program, okay? And what it is. And right in here, there's a worksheet
Mm-hmm.
that I created for everyone, and I'll open it up so you can see it. It's actually 14 pages, so it's not really a sheet.
Oh wow.
But it's there to prompt you. It's asking you questions about yourself, about your business, and you know what your goals are, the funnel, a product, an offer, a community, like what is it you're doing? And the whole goal and purpose of the Accelerator program specifically is for new people coming in to basically give you a quick start guide. Okay. Like,
Awesome.
let's not, like, we don't have to build the whole universe, right? You don't have to build out a whole entire site to start generating some leads, right? To start collecting some
Correct.
names and doing that. That is all possible right now while you build out the rest of your site. So that's what the focus of the Accelerator program is. It's to help you just get going. Let's get these leads going
Mm-hmm.
and get some clients, and that's what it's for. So I highly recommend it. But if you go into the community on the site, you can get access to this foundations worksheet, and it'll help you get started with what we're working on because it's not just about where to click the buttons in Zenler. It's also understanding online business strategies. It's also about understanding marketing and social media marketing, and about it's also about understanding your ownership. Like, what do you actually own? What is actually yours? Right? Because your Facebook following isn't yours, right? Those aren't your LinkedIn connections aren't yours. If LinkedIn goes away, those connections are gone, right? You don't get to keep them unless you do get to keep them because you've got them on your email list, right? You own your relationship with your audience. You own it. And that's really what this is about, is owning that relationship and knowing that you own that relationship and it's not owned by someone else and that someone else can take it away from you, right? Like if Facebook, I can't tell you the number of stories I've heard of people losing their Facebook accounts or losing their Facebook group or their TikTok account with, thousands and thousands of people, hundreds of thousands in some cases. You hear the horror stories, right? So we don't own those things, but we do own our email list, right? So making sure that we're always focused on our ownership, because I'm telling you, these tech giants do not need our free labor to build their platforms. You know what I mean? We need to be focused on building our ownership and our income and our impact, that's what it is. Let's see. Okay, good. Let's see. Like Ruby's gone. Okay. So yeah, it's here. And I see, let's see. I see we got some more people with us. Rahid is back. Sarah's back. Oh, we lost Laura. She must have had to go. How are you, Rohit? What are you working on?
So I created a customer journey for my new coaching business. So step one starts with the prospect watching my YouTube video. Then he gets interested and clicks on a link below my video, which says apply for coaching. When they click on that link, they come on a Google form where I'm asking them some qualifying questions.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to have at least a $50,000 stock portfolio. And there are some 4 or 5 more qualifying questions. The moment they click submit, I get a notification that somebody is interested. So I send them a meeting request.
Mm-hmm.
After they accept the meeting request, we set up a call, which is free of charge, and we decide the terms of the coaching in that call. It could be a 1 hour call. It could be 2 hours as well. I could give them some coaching within that call. Once the terms are decided, after the meeting, I send them an email with my bank account details. They make the payment, and then I schedule the first call. So I have mapped out this entire customer journey
Nice.
on paper because I'll have to do it
Mhm.
repeatedly again and again.
Yeah.
So the template for email is ready, right? What
Mhm.
questions am I going to ask the client during the coaching, during the first session, which is like a discovery call? Those
Mhm.
questions are ready.
Good.
The client might ask me, what can I expect in the coaching program? The answer to that question is ready. So this entire journey, at least till the first call happens, is ready now. So the business
Good.
is set up. The
Good.
business is set up. The question is, we need inquiries now. We need
No, now we
inquiries.
need to get people in the funnel.
Yeah. Yeah. This journey is
Awesome.
something that I created for the first time in my business in the
Nice.
last 6 years.
Oh, good for you.
This is the first time I have created such a map because
Yes.
it is a $5,000 program, so it has to
Yeah.
be structured and standardized.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
let's see how it goes. Once the first call happens, then the ice breaking happens and everything becomes very customized. It's not, you cannot have a structure after the first call happens. It
Right.
will go for 3 months because I have coached people before.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
you know the process.
till
That's your
yes, and the customer
that's your
also becomes very
expertise is
yeah,
doing the coaching. Your
yeah,
expertise, like kind of like we were just talking about, your expertise isn't creating necessarily a customer journeys
yeah,
or having
yeah,
that. So writing it out, I love that. I started doing
yeah,
that too. I'll take some pictures eventually. Maybe I'm gonna do maybe some phone videos, but in my off, like I have poster boards up on the wall with sticky notes and map. Like I literally write everything out and stick it
yes,
in front of me because then also with the sticky notes, what I like is I can move stuff around, right? Because I
yeah,
know these are my things. I know these are all of my things. They may not, I may need to do them in a different order, but these are what I do. right? So I can move them around.
Yes.
I make notes on stuff. It's really a lot. I've been like, it's like I'm a mad scientist in a laboratory. This is literally the only wall that doesn't have sticky notes on it in my house right now. Everything has sticky notes. The windows, the closet door. I have sticky notes everywhere. I'm a very visual person.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, and also with my memory issues and the ADHD of being just easily distracted by any shiny thing coming at me,
Yeah.
putting everything that my life on paper, putting my life in front of me in writing just helps me remember, number one.
Yes.
But number two helps keep me focused. Like this is what I'm doing. This is my
Yeah.
goal. These are the
Yeah.
things I'm like, yep, have fun and play with things here and there, but don't get too far away because I got the sign on the wall in front of me that says, nope, you don't do that, you do this.
Yeah.
It's very useful to map out the whole journey and all of that.
Yes. It's for my mental peace
Yeah. And it
that I
helps.
have a structure.
Yes, you have a structure. It helps you serve the client better. And it honestly, I'll be honest, when you're meeting with somebody as a customer, it's very reassuring if the person you're speaking to has the answers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If they're able to articulate a response that's natural. That's actually, I have thought, because it shows you thought about it, right? You know it because you thought about it, you planned it. And if I'm working with someone, I want to know they have a plan, like that they know what they're doing. I
Yes.
want to feel comfortable. So yeah, it's always good to map it out. I love that.
I made a mistake in this process two
Hmm.
weeks ago. I made a mistake. This is a real life experience.
Okay.
When I set up this funnel, I got two meeting requests. Okay, like two people filled up the form. When I sat with those two people, right, this was like 1 hour meeting each. So I invested 2 hours of my time.
Yep.
I realized that both of them do not qualify for my coaching program because in that Google form, I never asked them whether they had a $50,000 or more portfolio. So they
Mhm.
had a small account and they were not in a position to pay $5,000 for a one-on-one coaching program. Maybe after 2 years, 3 years, they will be ready, but they are not ready now.
Right. And your
That's when I
process.
that's when I changed the questions on my Google form.
Mm, yeah.
I want to qualify prospects there itself.
Yeah. And that you're iterating
Yeah.
while you're going through the process. See, and I
Yes.
love that about you, Rohit. And
Yeah.
then because a lot of people will get stuck in the planning process of it
Yeah.
but you don't learn from planning. You only
Yeah.
learn from implementing. You
Yes.
learned a very important thing. You needed to update your thing. You've got a couple of appointments. You talked to people. You have real lived experience now. Now you've changed your application process because of it, because now you see you need more qualifiers for yourself so that you don't waste time. So, yes,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
having the experience in that process, I have a question for you in that process when they don't qualify, what happens? What do you do with them?
If, like, for example, one question is I'm directly asking them, do you have a $50,000
Right. If they
account
say
or not?
no to
Yes or no?
that,
If they say no, I don't know what happens.
well, that's the next thing you need to
Yeah.
design.
No, but if they say no, the Google form will still get submitted. I will still get the notification, but I will not respond to that after reading the uh,
But you should because
responses.
their potential, did they buy your course?
Yeah, could be. Could be. Yeah, both of these
So,
people I met, both
so
are my students here.
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you get somebody who goes in your funnel and they say no, they don't have a $50,000 portfolio,
Yes.
that's a perfect opportunity to say, hey, you don't qualify for this, okay? But if you'd like to qualify, if you want to get yourself to the place where you
Yeah.
have that $50,000 portfolio, here's my course. It's helped
Yes.
X number of people do whatever. So now it's the downsell, right? They
Yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
qualify for this. So now we can offer them the course. You will double your course sales.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
automatically move them over to the
yeah,
course. Because then if they like the course and they start making money, then they'll be like, okay, I can afford your program now,
yeah,
Rohit.
yeah,
Let me.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you can actually help people make enough money to qualify for your coaching.
Yes.
Yeah, just food for
Yeah,
thought.
so the downsell, yes. And it also kind of increases the perceived value of my video course, which is $100 course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like 2, 3 weeks ago, I attended this coaching program. I told you about it. It was a boot camp. And in that boot camp, I learned that when I am sitting with a customer on a Zoom call, a prospect, I am not supposed to sell the idea of coaching. I am supposed to invite the prospect to my program. So it is not a sale, it is an invitation to join the program. It was a very good insight for me.
Yeah.
So I am going to try it. Let's see what happens.
Mm, that'll be good.
And I have
How's
had
Substack
to
going?
Substack is going well, no problem. Every single day, one post.
Every single day, one
The
post. You still getting, how many subscribers are you getting a day?
10. Earlier, I used to get 30, 40, but now it has come down to 10 subscribers per day. It has come
Well,
down, but it has stabilized.
right.
It has
It's
stabilized.
10 a day. So
Yeah,
one of the things I did here on Substack um, is that if you do the live videos, people are doubling their subscribers just by doing live. Substack is really pushing live right now on their platform. They want everybody using it, kind of like how Facebook, like we're
yeah,
streaming into the Facebook group right now. When
yes,
Facebook first started, launched live video, anyone who used it got all extra views, extra everything, because Facebook wanted, and it's what happened, everyone to adapt its live video feature.
yes,
Everyone. And until everyone adapted, the people that were promoting it the most were getting way extra social media juice, visibility, followers, everything.
yeah.
That is what's happening on Substack right now. So if you want to increase subscribers, like if you're publishing every day and you want to increase subscribers, their podcast section with their live video, people are really taking off. They're getting lots of subscribers.
So if I go to Substack, I hit the live button. Can I share my screen because I show the chart and everything? I have to do all of
I
that.
don't
I
know. I
cannot.
haven't
Yeah,
actually done Substack
yeah,
Live,
yeah.
but I think
Okay.
you can. I think it's the same. I think there's a share screen. I think I've seen some videos where people share their screen. They have multiple people on camera. They have group talks just like this and their videos and stuff. There's a chat I can type into people while they're
Yeah.
live and talk to them. Um,
Let me attend a live. I will attend someone else's live
yeah, look at
on
it and see.
Substack and then I
Yeah,
will just
yeah. Look at it and see. But that,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, but also, and honestly, that's not a terrible strategy either. And I don't know if you know anybody else who's doing Substack, but one of the things that people are finding working really well there is dual live streams from two publications, right?
Yeah.
So both publications are tagged in the stream and it's scheduled with both of them. And both people's followers get notifications. So now your followers get notified that you're live so they can watch.
Yes.
And the other people's audience does. So the other
Yes.
people's audience is now meeting you for the first time, and they're like, "Oh, I love Rohit." So now you've
Yeah.
got 100 new subscribers in one live stream because this person's audience is like, "Oh, they like this person, so do I." Right? And that person will get extra like follows, subscribers, not follows and likes. We don't care about that. Subscribers, real email subscribers, um, from you, like your people will subscribe to them. You know what I mean? So you'd be helping
Yeah.
that person out too. So if there's anybody on Substack that works, that's publishing and that's doing anything in the similar niche or industry that you are, then you can support each other by doing a double thing
Yeah.
collaboration. Sometimes even you don't even have to do, if you don't want to do the live video, which I don't know, that would be weird if you don't, Rohit. You already have all those videos
Yeah.
on YouTube, so you can do it. Yeah, I believe in you.
Yeah.
So, but if you even just collaborate on an essay, on a long form written content, you can tag other writers and publications in your publication. So you can do a joint one where it emails to their people and to your people, right? And it's a collaboration. You'll get new subscribers from that, and so will that person as well. Those are little boosts that you can do every
Yeah.
once
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
while. And on Substack, it's highly recommendable to find collaborators, to like
Yes.
literally build a little collaborative community. Other Substackers are not your clients. I mean, they could
Yeah.
be for
Yeah.
sure, but the Substackers are more your collaborative community where
Yeah.
you can help elevate each other. So, just have it the right
Yeah.
way of
Yeah.
thinking.
Absolutely.
I've seen some people go over there and to Substack and act as if that the people on Substack are their clients, like they're publishing
Um,
content as though they're
yeah.
trying to, and it's like, no, those aren't your clients. Those are not your clients. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. This is your community. These are collaborators. These are, like use your network for good. Like, don't be selling to them constantly. That's weird on Substack. Like, obviously, the people who subscribe to you for your thing. So you're marketing to them, you're teaching them, you're doing. They expect that. They subscribed. You know what I mean? But on Substack, in like the notes and in the stuff, it's like, no, no, no. Let's not be selling to people like that. Let's talk to people. Like, let's talk about issues um around investing. What are
Yeah.
some of the, like, it could be like, yes, your training is specifically how and what
Yes.
that
Yes.
is, but your podcast or your notes or some of your essays that are collaborative can be more around your point of view in investing, um like what you've seen in the past, how investing's changed over the years and evolved.
Yeah.
So more conceptual things,
Yeah.
more things about your point of view, your lived experience. It's
The
sort of,
case studies. The case
yeah,
studies. Yeah.
case studies, and it positions you when you create content from that perspective, right? It positions you as a thought leader, right?
Yeah.
Because that's like that thought leader type content for your industry, right? And finding other people in your industry that you can literally just have live conversation. Like you and I
Yeah.
right now, this could be a live stream on Substack or on any platform, on
Absolutely.
YouTube, whatever it
Absolutely.
is.
Yes.
And it's two people having just a casual conversation about their experiences, what they've seen, what they haven't seen, even talking about like mistakes.
Yeah.
You could be like, oh, I once invested in this and it was terrible and I lost you know what I mean? Like you can share little anecdotes and whatever. And
Yeah, the material is ready.
yes, it's ready. So it's a really great way to connect with people and have that thought leadership position, right? The thought leadership position, that's where the future is. The
Yeah,
future is in not just in like the thought leadership, but the future is is for interpreters, basically. If you can interpret, right, investing and what it means
yeah,
on like a whole level, then that's um a lot more important because AI has ruined education. I don't want to say
yeah,
it's ruined it, but it's uh, anything I want to learn. I could literally
yeah,
learn, I could become a doctor, right? Like obviously I still have
yeah,
to pass a test and whatnot and
yeah,
operate on people. I'm not going to do that. But the medical knowledge, like I could take of an accredited course and create it in Notebook LM or in some other way. So it's not education isn't
yes,
necessary anymore in the same way. What it is necessary are people who have lived the actual experience
yes,
because on paper and actually doing it are totally different. Just like you made your customer journey, you wrote everything
yes,
out,
yeah.
right? You wrote it all out and then you implemented it. When you implemented it, there was still a problem,
Big
right? And
problem.
the right, big problem. So then you had to that's the only way, right? Is
Mm,
to implement to get back that data.
yes,
And that data becomes that information and that interpretation that you have becomes the new value, the new currency, because AI can teach anybody anything. They don't need you for that, right? They need you for what AI doesn't have, which is the lived experience.
yeah,
The anecdote of, oh, I did that once and I don't recommend it because this, and this. You know what I mean?
yeah,
AI doesn't have that
yeah,
experience. It's
yeah,
never
yeah.
done it. It's never done it. So there are nuances to lived experience that you can never get from AI. Never. It's impossible.
You know, people like Amy Porterfield have actually stopped selling online courses.
Yeah.
They built an entire career for 15 years only selling video courses.
Yeah.
Graham Cochrane, Amy Porterfield, both of them have been online for more than 15 years.
Yep.
Both of them are not selling video courses now. They have gone into premium coaching. She's only marketing to women who are earning $100,000 in their business every month. That's it. And it's a
Yeah.
live, it's not even
Yeah.
online. It's a live in-person kind
Yeah.
of
I know.
experience.
I'm getting ready to do some very similar things in my
Yeah,
local community, not just
yeah,
online. Like for it's so interesting, right?
yeah,
Like for so many years, like as soon as computers were around, right?
yes,
Like I was like, ooh, let me see.
yes, yeah,
As soon as technology came out, like I was all about it. I was like, ooh, internet came around. I was like, what is this? Then social media, like so many things I've experienced them like live and in person,
yeah,
witnessing that evolution, right? And I
yes,
never wanted anything more than like, why doesn't everybody have an online business? Why would anyone want to get up and go to work? Like
yeah,
that was
yeah,
how I
yeah,
felt. And I did it. Like I did it. I managed to build a life and an income from strictly online business, right? Like I
yes,
sustained my life that way. And now I'm trying to do the opposite. Now I'm trying to get back to brick and mortar and
yeah,
physical, in place, in person things. And a lot of other people are too, like you said. I mean, and that to me is just another signal that even more people are feeling the same way I am, like the
yeah,
Amy Porterfields and the people in the world. I
yeah,
too want to get back to in-person stuff. I think that's a really good
yeah.
insight. Yeah. Yeah.
I have one question.
Okay.
I want your opinion on it.
Okay.
So now you know that I have two products in my business.
Yes.
One is $100 pre-recorded video
Mm-hmm.
course,
Mhm.
and another is a $5,000 one-on-one coaching for 3 months weekly.
Mhm. Mhm.
These are two ends of a spectrum. Now, I don't have anything in the middle. So what the trainer, Graham Cochrane, was suggesting is that you have a group coaching program. Let's say I am charging $5,000 to one person. What if I charge $500 to 10 people? The revenue is the same. And in a month, it is easy to get 10 people paying $500 for a group coaching than it is to get a $5,000 customer. I was thinking about this.
Mhm.
My question is, earlier I had done some group coaching. Now let's say this is a group coaching session. There are
Mhm.
3 people I see here.
Mhm.
You ask me a question, I give you an answer.
Mhm.
But you have 1 year experience in trading, and the other guy has got 5 years of experience in trading. So when I'm answering your question, this guy is getting bored because he has already been through that question and
Mhm.
that journey.
Yeah.
Now, the other side of the equation is when he's asking me a question, you have no idea what we are discussing because you have spent only
Mhm.
1 year
Yeah.
in trading, and this guy is asking a very advanced question.
Mhm.
This is why I stopped group coaching, because in my trading field, stock market trading field, people come with different levels of expertise.
Yeah. That's
If
with
I put,
everything. Yeah.
yeah, if I put them all in one room, it creates a problem for me because I become uncomfortable because I can see the expression, the body language of a person
Mhm.
getting bored
Mhm.
because he may not understand what is the question being asked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if
It is,
I,
that's a difficult one.
yeah,
You can filter them,
yeah,
right? You can filter
can
them.
I create a group coaching program only for those who have already done my video course so that they have some context? There is some qualifier before
Mhm.
they join,
Well, that
right?
that becomes a pathway too, right? Like
Yeah.
I like where you're going with it because you've got the big coaching program, right? The
That,
high end. You've
tell me
got
how many
your
customers
course,
will I get in a month? Like one customer?
right? You get,
Yeah.
but you're doing a journey now. Look at your pathway with your customers. The first pathway is the course, right? They go
Yes.
through that. And then you get them onto that middle of the way thing, some sort of group coaching program, something along the way. Then they go to that. Now they're making even more money. And now they can pay you for the high
Yeah. Yeah.
coaching. So basically you're creating your own audience, right? You're building your own audience. You've got them. You've got how many thousands of people on your email list now, right? And you've got how many students in this course already. So now that's
Yes.
your initial funnel is working perfectly. That part's
Yeah.
working. You've got people coming in, you've got people buying the course. We want to make sure that the conversion of the number of people coming on your list that you're offering this course to, we want to make sure enough of them are buying it, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah. Yeah.
more of them, we want to maximize the sales on the lower tier thing. Because
Yes.
once a person becomes a buyer, once they're spending money with you, it becomes easier for them to spend money with you again. And if
Yeah.
they spent that money with you and they learned, they got real value from you, now you're taking them on a journey of they probably still can't afford, right? Most of the people on your list cannot afford your big coaching program. So you're going to give them a littler, middle of the way coaching program that they can afford to help them get them to the level where they're making enough money that they can now pay you for
Yeah.
the other coaching.
So should I
It's a
take them
literal
from
path.
should I take them from 100 to $500, or should it be like a $997 group coaching program? Because I can either get 10 customers paying me $500 each, or 5 customers paying me $1,000 each, something like this.
Yeah.
Because the price point should be justified both for them and for me.
Yes, for both. Yes,
Yeah. I need
absolutely.
to come at that price point, and once I announce it, then it becomes very difficult to reduce it.
Yes, exactly.
That
No, you
that
don't want to be
reduces, yeah.
backtracking. It's weird. Yeah. Well, I would say like you have to look at your list, right?
Yeah.
Of who you've got. How many people have bought your course,
Yes.
right? And kind of maybe just do a simple test, right? Instead of creating a whole funnel and an offer for this thing,
Yeah.
do a small test. Reach out, do a personal email to 10
Yeah.
to 10 of your like 10 people from your
Yeah.
thing and be like, "Hey, I'm working on this. I'm not making this public.
Yeah.
I'm testing out this or that or whatever. I'm offering this whatever process for this price, and I'm looking for beta testers. It's invite only. I mean,
Yeah.
they gotta pay you, but you're
Yes.
inviting them specifically. So you're selling this coaching program before you build anything out, before you create a funnel, before
Yeah.
you get the rules, because you're building it out with somebody. And I would say work with maybe like send out 10 emails, but maybe do the group coaching that
Yeah.
first round with just like 3 or 4 people, right?
Yeah.
Because that's easier to manage. You can talk with them, you can figure out, you can specifically make sure that you're inviting only people you know that are at a similar level
Yeah.
if you happen to know them at all,
Yeah.
right? So that you don't have those same issues that you've already identified from your previous time. Um, and and track that progress with them.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
let them pay you and experience the group coaching thing again, because you experienced it once, you identified what you didn't like about it, right? You figured that out. And now you can fix that by making sure you test it with a group of people you know fit a similar criteria of each other. So there's not that confusion. And test it out and see how you like it, see how they like it before you go designing the whole program. Because last time you didn't like it. Last time it was weird.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now we're going to iterate it again, but in a lower way so that we can test out whether we actually want to do it or not, right? Because we don't know yet.
Yeah.
We
Should I
didn't
ask
like it the
them
first time.
directly? Should I ask them directly how much would they be willing to pay if this kind of a program were created? I can give them
No,
four options.
no,
I can give them four options.
Never ask the customer how much they would pay. Don't do
Okay.
that. Don't do that. Listen, you're gonna, do you know the income brackets of most of the people in do you
No,
have data
I
on
don't
that?
know. I
No.
don't know because I never asked them.
Yeah.
I
No, I
never,
mean,
in my funnel, it was never there. But they do have good net worth because unless you have savings and net worth, you don't usually come to trading stocks.
right.
And
Yeah, so they've got something. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Um, so they've got something.
I like the word beta testing because
Yeah.
that sounds like it's not public and it's just in testing phase, so I can play around with the price. I
Yeah,
like that idea
exactly.
of beta testing because I have
Yeah.
seen other creators do that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Let
It's
me
a
try it
really
out. Let
great
me do
way.
something. Yeah, let me do some.
Yeah.
You are saying that a video course student will become a group coaching student and you will eventually pay $5,000 for
Right.
a
Like think
bigger
about it as
experience.
designing that path. A
Yeah,
person who is interested in trading and in investing, they have a little bit of something, obviously, or they
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
be
yeah.
even starting the process.
Yes,
And so you can literally help them get their base knowledge started, and they're paying you for that with your course, right?
yes,
And they're also paying you even the people that don't buy your course, everybody that subscribes to you, everybody that opens the email, everybody that shares it, everybody that whatever, like that's compounding in your favor.
Yeah.
That's compounding in your favor as well. And then, yeah, you're getting them an education. And if it works and they're successful, then the next logical step at that lower level is to move up to the middle level of group
Yeah.
coaching. I spent $100 and this guy got me, I made all this money and I'm
Yeah.
learned some stuff and I feel great. Let me
Yeah.
stick with this guy, and then
Yeah.
you're going to be in the middle of the weight coaching program and and all of that experience with those people as you talk and work with them and coach them are going to continue to inform and evolve that coaching program and the higher tier one. You
Yeah.
in working in the lower tier program with people, it might inform and change how you think about that higher tier program. It could change
Yeah.
it and evolve it in a different way. But those people will now have learned it. They will have been making money and successful, and you're their guy. So they're going to stick with you and go to the next thing. Investing and trading and financial stuff, that tends to be the kind of market where once you give somebody some information and you're working
Yeah.
with them and they trust you, it's a very sketchy field,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So
Yeah.
there's lots of scammers, there's lots of
Yeah.
bad things happening in that industry as a whole. So when they find a guy that's not that, they're keeping you.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere else because it's too risky to go someplace else. That's too risky. So you literally, if you help them make money on that $100 course and they're successful and they want to learn more and be more successful, they're going to do the next thing with you. And
Yeah.
then the
Yeah.
next thing and the next thing, because you cannot trust a random guy on the internet with financial advice and crypto
Yeah.
bros and all this weird stuff. So it sketches people out. So you having consistency over a long period of time and you've built these relationships, you don't have to worry about that with the clients that you have. They all trust you and know you've been around. So if they want that, if you have the right data, right? If you have the right offer for your market, they are going to buy it.
Yeah.
You literally have an audience
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is
Correct.
very, very discerning, right? They don't just buy, they're
Yeah.
not buying it. They don't trust just anybody. So that's a really strong relationship journey with someone for that industry specifically,
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
The training boot camp that I attended by Graham Cochran, I realized that he has 4 levels, 4 tier of products. So what I attended was the first one, which is a $97
Mm-hmm.
group coaching session. In that coaching session, he made an upsell, which was a like a mastermind. The ticket was $27,000, one seat. But that's a 1 year
Yeah, it's a 1 year
1 year
mastermind.
weekly
Yeah.
mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
The next step is the inner circle, which is like 5 people in a room physically with Graham Cochran, but $55,000 piece.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Yeah.
very high level.
Yeah.
So these are the 3 tiers. And then there is a higher above 100,000 tier. For that, he will take only 2 or 3 clients in a year, right? So I realized that people have already started doing this upselling.
Mm-hmm.
Now my upsell is from directly from $97 to $5,000. It's a totally different game. I need something in the middle.
Yeah. No, I agree. I totally agree. That's something in the middle. I mean, you have to look at um I would lean my personal preference to test.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would lean towards the 5 people at $1,000.
Yes.
I would lean toward that because of a couple reasons. Number one, $1,000 isn't that like it's not
Yeah.
that if they've already spent 100 and they're
Yeah.
investing
Yeah.
and they're doing stuff, if they don't have $1,000, what are they doing? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So so too bad. But also because it's less people, right? 5 people versus 10, right?
Yes.
Fewer people is always better when you're first iterating something because you don't
Yeah.
know the
Yeah.
dynamic yet, you know? So I would test it with the five at 1,000 each is how I would
Yeah.
test it.
And I think it's interesting because a person who is willing to pay $1,000 for a group coaching program must already have at least 3 years of experience in trading, else he would not spend that kind of money on a group coaching program. That is what I understand. Because when I was learning to trade, there came a level where I myself paid $2,000 to
Yeah,
a coach in New Zealand.
yeah,
But when I paid him $2,000, before that, I had already spent 3-4 years in frustration, like
yeah.
trying to understand.
Yeah,
For me to come to a level to pay that amount, I had to spend 3-4 years in the market,
yeah.
which convinced me that, okay, this investment would be worth my time and money. So
Exactly,
the higher I charge
exactly.
for a group coaching, I like your idea of $1,000 as compared to $500 because it will only get me serious people.
500 is good, right? Because $500 will probably get you a lot more. You would get a lot more
Yeah,
people at 500, but they're not the people you want. They're not the
yeah,
people that are going to be able to get to that 5,000 quick enough. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? So yeah, they're not gonna. But at $1,000, yeah, that's serious. It's contemplatable. It's not, oh
yeah,
yeah, I can do that. It's
yeah,
contemplatable, but it's not so contemplatable. People are like, heck no, I can't afford that. So getting 5 people out of however many you have, you know,
yeah,
especially
and
on the beta side of it.
yeah,
And you can even tell them, actually, I mean, honestly, you could do it you could even test it as you've already got your $5,000 coaching program thing out there. You
yeah.
could basically tell them that it's a beta group version of that for only 1,000
Only for 5 spots
for
available.
five
Yeah,
people. It's
yeah,
a group version of that for 1,000 max 5 people. So you
yeah.
can kind of frame it differently.
Absolutely. Yeah,
And then that becomes like your group thing of like trying to get them towards that 5,000. Like, and you can even say that that's your goal. My goal is to help you make enough money that you wouldn't think twice
yeah,
about paying me 5 grand for the next set of coaching. Like
yeah.
you could just say that's what I'm doing. Like that's my goal is to help you make enough money that you wouldn't think twice about paying me that 5 grand. Like I want you to be successful.
And it's since it will be a 3-month program, it will
Mm,
be 12 meetings because one meeting a week.
yeah.
So they will be paying thousand because in the customer's mind, he will say, I am paying $1,000 for 12 meetings. So I am paying $1,000 for 12 hours. That's roughly $85 per meeting, which is a very reasonable amount.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you can say that, like when it breaks right down to it, you're paying me less
makes
than a
sense.
hundred
Yes.
dollars an hour, less than $100 an hour for expertise coaching. Like,
Yeah.
please, that's very reasonable. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I would even use that as a talking point.
One argument that the trainer was making in the boot camp is he was saying that a group coaching session is far more powerful than a one-on-one coaching session because you might have an introvert on your email list, and an introvert may not say anything in the meeting, in the group coaching session, but he's listening and he's learning very fast
Mm,
and he's getting those results.
Mhm.
And that introvert who doesn't speak in a group coaching session, he's just listening to other people asking questions and learning quickly.
Mhm.
That person is more likely to convert to a one-on-one coaching session because he is more comfort since he's introvert, he's more comfortable talking one-on-one. He's not
Mhm.
comfortable even opening the camera in a Zoom call. This was actually discussed in the boot camp. So he
Yeah.
was making an argument for group coaching being more valuable today than one-on-one coaching.
Well, it is. Well,
Yeah,
like this session right here, this is
yeah,
live support desk, that's
yeah,
basically what this is. This is group
yeah,
coaching, really.
yes.
It's group coaching
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
Course
This is
Creator
group.
platform and all this stuff. And it's, yeah. And how many times has Sarah come in or Lorelai or you and been like, oh, I tried this thing, or Judy, I tried this thing you mentioned. And guess
Yeah,
what? It worked. Like, just elevating each other
yeah,
and
absolutely.
learning from each other. So yeah, community in that way, very
He was talking
powerful.
about that. Yeah, it's because
Yeah.
of Judy that I created a new domain.
Yeah, see, I know
Yeah.
that. See, and
So
and
that,
it does, it elevates us all.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
So I need to get rid of my mental blocks and I need to
Yeah.
start something. It's basically my mental blocks. That's
Yeah.
what I realize with this conversation now.
Yeah. No, just a test something out middle of the way. Don't make it a big deal. Email a few people and make the offer, run it as a beta, and then see how it
Yeah,
goes. Yeah. I'll be very interested to see
yeah, yeah.
how you move forward with it.
Yeah, I'll have to do something about it.
Yes, you do.
There is no, because the video course is set. I don't have to, the routine is set. The posting content creation is standardized. Everything is standardized. There's nothing left to do in the business. Everything is routinized now.
Nice.
Now I need to
Isn't that
do
a nice
something new. Yeah,
feeling?
yeah.
Yeah,
It
but
took
now
me
it's the
six
next
years.
one.
Somebody is asking a question.
Yeah. Sarah says, subject of domains may or may not be able to answer. Lay it on me, Sarah.
When I come up.
There you
So,
are.
that's quite a weird angle, isn't it? So I am using the second one of my Zenler sites for a new project that I'm working on, for which
Oh,
I've got
okay.
the domain. So I've set it all up so that it's on its custom domain, and it is the domain. It's not subdomain. But the problem comes when I try and share a link and drop the www. It doesn't. It just redirects to the home page. It's not completing the rest of the path. And I don't have that problem on my other site that's got a subdomain on it.
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've spoken to Yay, which is where it's hosted, and they said that it's not something that they can do at their end. So I don't
it
know why
did
it's doing that.
who did you talk to, you said?
Yay.com is where I've got my domain
Oh,
from.
okay. So, and when you don't
So
use,
if I put in nosmalldeal.co.uk/s/playbook, that will take me, rather than going to the landing page for the playbook, it goes to the homepage of the whole site. So I have to put in www.nosmall. I know it's not a
oh,
big deal it doesn't seem like a big
yeah,
deal, but we're not in the habit of putting the www dots anymore, are we? We
no, we're
habitually
not.
just
I
share
don't
the.
do that. I don't do that. Mm.
Exactly. So I don't get why it's not
Yeah,
directing with the full
that's,
path.
yeah, it's weird.
I mean, I can
Um,
email support and see if it's something that
yeah,
they
because
need
there's
to do, but
got to
they
be
seem to
some
think
kind of a glitch.
when they set up the custom domain, they seem to say that it was no, that wasn't. Although I used all the records that they had, to doing it, they told me I had to take the one out that didn't have the www in, and it's like, okay, but that's now weird because it's not working. So I wonder if I maybe add that back in that
Yeah,
DNS record.
do that back in and see what happens and test it for sure. But otherwise, yeah, send a message to support because that's weird.
Yeah. I didn't
It's
know
just
if you'd
weird.
come across that before, and I
Yeah,
didn't know
I
if it was
think,
the difference between using it as a main domain as opposed to a subdomain, which my other site is subdomain.
yeah, yeah, I don't think it wouldn't with that. That wouldn't do with that. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
Always have some random things coming up.
No. It's just annoying because
It
it's that
is.
typing that www dot. I just don't do it anymore. So,
I know it is annoying. Nobody does that anymore. Like we've
yeah.
gotten over that. It should be fixed.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Yeah, domains shouldn't do that.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah.
So as a creator, I was also working on my daily routine.
Oh,
When
okay.
when from Monday to Thursday I work. Friday I take off now. Saturday, Sunday I do not work.
Mm,
So I always wanted a 4-day work week. I have come to the level where I have a 4-day work week now. The amount of content that I'm publishing has come down, but the quality of content has gone up because I am resting for 3 days.
mhm.
And it has been very difficult for me mentally to take 3 days off because when I take that Friday off, it creates a feeling of guilt inside me that
Yeah.
I'm not putting enough effort in the business. But when I look at every expert out there, every self-development expert, every online mentor, everyone is recommending a 4-day work week because we need that rest. We need that recharging to come back with quality. And I
Mhm.
have experienced this in my,
Mhm.
so that's my week. I have also started to design my day even. How many hours do I want to work? I don't
Yeah.
want to work more than 5 hours. In 5 hours, I can do a lot of things. So
Yeah.
I'm reducing the amount of time I'm working, but increasing the quality of output in that particular
Mhm.
time period.
Yeah.
There is one task which was accounting. I have to do this every month. I have to send all the invoices to my accountant every month at the end of the month.
Yep.
It used to take me 4 hours. Like I used to have lunch. It would take me 4 hours to complete
Yeah.
that task every month. I was doing this for 5 years. Now I have created a project in Claude. I give it all the invoices. I have pre-written down the instructions, what to check.
Mhm.
And the Claude has this incredible ability to take multiple files as input and give multiple files as an output.
Mhm.
So that has streamlined the entire accounting process. I'm done in 15 minutes. Four
Nice.
hour work done in 15 minutes.
Yep. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Like the things that you used to have to take forever to do, things
yeah.
that it's amazing how AI has just sped up and yeah, it's just done so many amazing things.
The
Mm,
link to my Zenler, the link to my Zenler is all over my Substack because under every post I have created a like a invitation box.
mhm.
Just like every under every blog post you have this form. So
Mhm.
Zenler is all over Substack, Substack now.
Nice.
It's very interesting.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I have been as a creator, I have been working on my daily routine, my
Me
weekly
too.
routine. I have been streamlining my weekly, monthly, and quarterly tasks with the help of AI.
Good. I am too. I got these
Yeah,
sticky notes.
yeah,
They're and they work they work really good.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
And I have them on a poster board and I have the day of the week. They don't stick to the wall very well because
yeah.
it's a textured wall. But I put the day of the week at the top. So I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And I look at it from right here. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm doing. That's how I'm designing my days. I'm experiencing them. I'm just living my day how I normally do. And I'm making little notes on what part of my day I like, what part of my day I don't like,
Yeah.
and figuring out like how, like, okay, this is the part of my day I hate. How do I, number one, not hate this part of the day? What can I
Yeah.
do? You know what I mean? Like, doing things like setting up Gemini to give me my my email
Yeah.
breakdowns. Like I have all that set up. I used to dread opening my email.
Yes.
I turned the numbers off because I got sick of looking at it. But um, like a red dot on my Gmail that used to say like 196,300 unread emails or
Yeah.
whatever it
Yeah.
is. Like it's
Yeah.
very stressful for me. I don't like it. So I found a way not to have to check my email anymore because
Yeah.
Gemini does it for me, you know? So I'm designing certain parts of my day, the work, parts of the work that I like, but also parts of just in my general life too, you know, like just designing, you know, so that I don't know, I guess that it seems crazy to me that I never thought about it before.
Yeah.
But why would I design my own business in life to be stressful for me? Doesn't even make any sense. I don't
Yeah.
know why I ever did it any other way before. Like, let me think about what makes me happy.
Yeah.
Think about the parts of my work that I enjoy the most. How can I do more of that and less of what I don't want? It's that simple. And who would have thought that, you know, it took me over 50 years to figure that
Yeah.
out. I'm glad you're figuring it out too. It's be
There are a lot
intentional.
of things that creators go through
Mhm.
mentally that don't get talked about online.
No,
That is
they
what
don't.
I feel.
Hmm.
It's been
Very
six
true.
years I have been creating, and I have been through a lot in my life, a lot of sacrifices,
Hmm.
a lot of things which I cannot talk about publicly, but
Hmm.
it's been a journey,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Sometimes you
Absolutely.
are in phases where you are not making money at all,
Hmm.
right? The initial years.
Hmm.
And you see all your, your relatives and your cousins and them having a good life.
Yeah.
And you're
Hmm.
sitting there staring at a $200 income. I'm talking
Yeah.
about initial days. So to go to just sit through that low income period for some time till the
Hmm.
we get traction in the business. Nobody talks about that.
Hmm. I
Nobody
know.
talks about, yeah.
No, it's a struggle. Well, and
Yeah.
now the barrier to entry is a lot lower now than it used to
Yeah.
be. Like when
Yeah.
I started entrepreneurship and online business, when you started, AI wasn't here
Yeah.
yet. Like it
Yeah.
didn't exist. And when I started, when my business social media didn't exist. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That wasn't a thing. You know, I had internet and I had email and I had a business, but I didn't have social media. That didn't exist yet.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? So now that social media exists, like it just changed, like I don't know, there's just all this evolution. But and you learn like boots on the
Yeah.
ground in the
Yeah.
dirt, you're doing it, you know, like, and that's lived experience. Nowadays you could just open up your computer, start an Instagram account, and you're telling people you have a business. We had to do it the hard way. Rohit, you and I had to, we had to, we had to start from scratch without AI and without the internet. Um, well, no, 6 years ago you had the internet, but still creators, it's a lot. We go through a lot. And I
No,
was just,
I used to spend an entire week creating a landing page.
yes,
The
oh my
color of
gosh.
the color of the
The
button,
button, oh
the
my
buy now
God.
button.
Well, that's what I was when I was talking to Maggie about the sizes of the photos in the blog. Like, honest to God, if you sit and you think about, if I
Yeah.
think about the hours of my life,
Yes.
weeks, days of my life, I literally spent messing with spacing and colors and buttons and
The
alignments
padding,
of
the
things, the
padding,
padding.
the padding.
Like literally days of my life are gone from padding.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
what? No, no.
yeah,
I've literally spent days of my life
yeah,
on a button or on padding. No, no more of that. No, I refuse. I
yes, yes,
refuse. My livelihood and my survival in the world cannot rely on me spending days of my life on padding. That
yeah,
cannot be
yeah, yeah,
it. It cannot be it. I'm not doing
absolutely.
it. So now those things
Interesting.
I don't have to do anymore, and I'm not doing it. Like I don't want to do it, and I'm not gonna. And I get to have a business any way I want to, like as long as I'm able to support myself, which. I am.
Yes.
So uh, it's working so far. We'll see
I
how
would
long
like
it
to I
lasts.
would like to share, since we are live on Facebook, if for people watching, I would like to share a quick way of how life has changed for me. So when
Okay.
I came on Substack, the first 10 long form posts were written by me by hand. I did not use AI. It was by hand on Evernote and then transferred to Substack, formatted properly. I took those 10 posts and put them into Claude. Now Claude understands my style of writing and my voice.
Hmm.
So now what I do is on my iPhone, there is this voice memo application.
Hmm.
So when I want to write a post, I talk about the post for about 6 minutes. That is my optimum time. I talk for 6 minutes. And when I finish talking, there is a button there which says copy the transcript. I take that transcript, I put it onto Claude. What Claude is doing, it is listening to my voice message, taking my style of writing from the project instructions, and it is creating the entire Substack post for me in minutes, not even
Yes.
minutes,
Seconds.
in seconds.
Seconds. Seconds.
Now the problem is when I take that post, put it onto Substack, earlier I had to make some edits, right? Because it can't be perfect, right? But as I started doing this process over a period of time, it became better and better and better. Now I hardly have to do any edits at all
Hmm.
because it is learning. So now when I'm posting something on Substack, I am not actually writing it. I am speaking on my phone for 6 minutes, putting the transcript on the Claude. It will write the whole thing for me.
Yeah, I don't type hardly ever
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't. I just
Yes.
talk to text. There are certain things,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna invest in this. I'm still looking. I'm not quick to spend money on things because there's so much when it comes to AI tools and things. But I've Whisper Flow is
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
supposedly
Absolutely.
it's like one of the most incredible tools and like never literally typing anything again on desktop,
Yeah.
even on your phone, like
Yeah.
other than to hold it and go, hey, that is the world I want to live in. I don't want to type. Like I'm one of those people. I'm an early adapter. I will definitely get a Neuralink and be like,
Yeah.
I will do it. Let me have a computer brain and
My
totally do
client recommended Whisper Flow to me,
it. Yeah,
and I am also thinking about it. Let's see how the experience
it's
goes.
very
Currently,
good.
yeah,
It's actually pretty good because I don't know. I don't think I have an accent, but I do. Everybody has an accent. They talk in there,
yeah,
whatever. And I have like several accents blended together. So mine is
yes,
very bizarre. And depends on who I'm around. The more I'm around certain people, the heavier my accent gets on certain things. It's so weird.
yes,
So humans are crazy. And language wise, anyway. And the Whisper Flow, I did the trial of it. It it did everything correctly. It said Zenler. It did Zenler correctly.
Yeah.
It did Allieverse correctly, which is weird
Oh,
because
yeah.
nothing ever does that.
Yeah.
That's a made up word that I
Yeah.
invented. And
Yes.
yet,
Yes.
when I say it, it spells it correctly every time. Yet
Yeah.
when I'm talk to text, it says Allieverse. It goes ALI, and then verse is never verse. It could be something else. It could be
Yeah.
sometimes it says like tank or dog. I'm like, what? How did you
Yeah.
interpret that from what I said? It's so crazy. But whisper flow, like
Yeah.
get like even if you're talking really quiet. So you can do it out in public, out wherever. I like it. I always have
Yeah. And
my,
it is not very expensive. It's $5 a month,
yeah, it's not
roughly.
terribly,
Yeah.
not terribly
Yeah.
expensive. Yeah. So
Yes.
so I'm looking into it, but I don't like to jump onto anything too quickly. I like to take my time, but
Yeah.
I do hear that's very good. And it did typing, like I'm over it. I don't want to
Yeah.
do it anymore. And not only that, like
Absolutely.
I have arthritis. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, please let my hand stop
Yes.
typing. I just can't take it. Arthritis, carpal tunnel, like who forget it. But yeah, that not typing anymore, that speeds up a lot of the process in your workflow. So that's great.
Yeah. Life has changed. As a creator, life has become easier, but we need customers.
Yeah,
That's the main thing.
it we
That's
do.
the bottom line.
That's it.
Like business process can be streamlined. That is easy because that's on me. I can do it. But the main part is to get customers
Yeah.
in.
Yep. Got to
Yes,
get them.
fantastic.
Yep. Well, and that's the reiterate, find different ways. Well, see, now for you, Rohit, you get to have fun because you do have the foundations all set in place.
Yes.
So now you can play with different ways to market,
Yes.
different, creating different assets from your, like, maybe take one of those epic posts of yours, maybe like your most popular one or whatever
Yes.
and give it to AI and do something like ask it what sources you can what other assets can you create from this source
Yeah.
and
Correct.
ask it like get some infographics get yourself like
Yeah.
see ask it what it can create ask it to recommend assets that will do this that or the other thing so make it like a specific ask how what assets evaluate this post, this content, this source, evaluate this post for whatever, for
Well, I can write a book because
clarity.
I have a lot of content to write in a book because I have a full framework of my trading, which I can explain entirely in a book because I see people like Amy Porterfield doing that. They
Mm-hmm.
have a book, which is the starting point.
Oh yeah, you can do that. You can self-publish.
Yeah.
Sarah, Kevin was just on he just did a thing in the Facebook group,
Yeah.
his quack session or
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
office hours, or he did a pop-up training. I don't know. He did something. I watched it. I don't know what it was called, but it was very good. And he also talked about how I forgot why I brought that up now.
Creating assets in the business. You were talking about creating new assets in the business
New
using old
assets.
content. Yeah. Using
Yeah.
old content.
Yeah. I can't remember why I brought that
Yeah.
up. It's so crazy. But Kevin just did that training on it's in the Facebook group. He did it. It'll come back to me one of these days.
It was
Why?
called quack session. Yeah, it was called a quack session.
Yeah, he did it. It was a good training, and he talked about we were talking about something else. Oh, books, writing a book. That's what it was.
Yes.
He